That's what they're like on Big Brother. You got to get
used to it. That's what I'll be like, you can't use it. Like just singing someone else.
So hi, nice to meet you all. Don't worry, we're fine. Pleasure
What
to
is
meet
your
you.
name? We don't know your
So
name.
my name is Remy. What is your name?
I'm Abby.
Emmy?
Abby.
Oh, Abby. I was like, there's no way. Okay, Abby, Remy. Your name?
Mona.
Lana?
Yeah.
Lana?
And Jake.
And Jake. Pleasure to meet you all. So you're all from London, yes? Yeah. Awesome. So when is it that you arrived?
Today.
Today.
Today. Literally like what? 4 or 5 hours ago?
Oh, wow. So what brought you to Bryant Park?
We were here for the glue vine.
For the what?
The glue vine.
The what?
Do you know what? This guy, so glue vine is mulled wine, right?
Okay.
The guy was like to us at that desk, he was
Uh-huh.
like, oh, everybody calls it glue vine here. And we were like, no one fucking calls it glue vine.
Yeah, I don't know what a glue vine is.
No one knows what glue vine means.
So glue vine is supposed to mean what again?
Glue vine.
Old wine?
Mulled wine.
Oh, mulled
It's
wine.
like the German
Okay.
word for it, glue vine.
Glue vine. Ah, I see.
We
Okay.
keep calling it glue wine.
Glue wine. Okay. That's so fun. Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Because Christmas markets, they originate from Germany. So that's the actual word where it comes from.
Oh, well, thank you for that. Don't be so shy. Look, she's all proper. I'm a little damsel.
Christmas markets have you been to recently?
Yeah, let's go to the shy one. Abby is the shy one. No, but you're fine. You're laughing before. There's nothing to be scared about. Uncross your leg, open up, be free. You're in New York.
Open the legs like
Yeah.
it's getting out.
Yeah, let it out. Let it out. As long as there's no homeless there, you're fine. That's a good question.
I love when people literally just talk about how she doesn't interview well.
Oh, she's great. But it's not a job interview.
Well, thank God.
Not hired. Yeah.
But it's Abby's
So-
first time here with the Christmas lights.
Oh, okay. With the Christmas light. All right. Okay. What are you here to do? Is it just for the Christmas time? How long are you here for?
We actually leave tomorrow.
Oh, you came here for 2 days and you're going back?
Yeah.
What?
We live life on the edge, right? Yeah.
Are you
If you
serious?
want to do something, you got to go out and do it.
That's really impressive. That's awesome. Wow. So what are your plans for tonight? And you leave tomorrow night or when? Tomorrow night. So what's the plans for tonight?
More glue wine.
More glue on. That's funny. Wow. Okay, that's very what's it called? I wouldn't say life on the edge, but spontaneous. That's very spontaneous to you all. Do you normally do things like this?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Me, so I'm a comedian, and then I also have my podcast, which I'm starting up. And besides that, I just spend time with my newborn. He's not a newborn now, but he's like a year and change. Yeah, so I just spend time with my son and just do comedy, podcast, try to talk to new people, see their perspectives on life. That's kind of what I'm just doing right now. I love spending time with my son. Yeah. The only thing, well, I mean, it's nice, but he hasn't slept since daylight savings, so it's been miserable. Yeah. Like a year and change. Yeah. But he woke up at like 3 in the morning last night, didn't go to sleep until like 6. So it's been a wonderful time for him.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Time of the year.
So
Another reason I'm not ever having children.
Oh, you should. It's the best thing in life. It's the best thing in life. I promise you, there's nothing.
I
sleep like 12 hours.
I do understand that. I do understand. But you can have shifts.
I need to find someone for that.
Yeah. Oh, you'll find someone soon. You're amazing. You're amazing. Single and fabulous. Yeah, no, but having a child when you're ready is the best thing in life. There's nothing better. Nothing better. Like, I'm living my dream right now, and just like 2 minutes of when he wakes up and laying down with him on the bed is like the most magnificent thing that I can ever experience or have. Yeah, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I still don't know the proper reason to have one because it's selfish. It's selfish, right? Like, everything has been me. Like, I love it for me, but I don't know the reason for having a baby for him yet. I haven't figured that one out yet. But it is the best experience in life. And it's just one of those things where it like opens your mind to like a different understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah. So you don't have kids yet. Are any of you like in a relationship right now? Everyone, you're in a relationship, Abby. Yes. The shy one. That's her. How long have you been in a relationship for?
Should fade into the background. 6 months.
Oh, it's fairly new. How did you meet?
Well, actually, down the road.
Say that again.
Down the road.
Oh, down the. He lives in the area.
He lives down my road.
Okay, so look in the area.
We matched on Hinge, but I kept ignoring him.
Why were you ignoring him? It's okay. You had to find out sooner or later, right?
He knows. He knows. He knows. I did it many times, so I'm
What
sorry.
about the other guys too?
Pardon?
No, I'm just joking.
Friends like,
No, okay. So why? But why were you ignoring him?
right. So, sorry.
Why were you ignoring him at first?
Next question. No. It doesn't matter why. We're together now anyway, so yeah. No, but so we walked past each other on the street and I didn't know it was him. And I literally walked past his house and I've been walking past his house every day for like 10 years, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, and we never met. And then he messaged me on Hinge and was like, oh, I think you just walked past me on my road. And I was like, well, that's...
A little creepy. I would ignore that too.
Oh, no, I didn't ignore
I would
that.
ignore that
That's
too.
the one I didn't ignore.
It's like I know you love wearing red every Wednesday.
Really nice today. I love your blue shoes.
How'd you know what it was? I just bought them.
No, it was... I feel like I'm making it sound so weird, but it was actually really cute. It was cute. Okay, like that.
Actually.
Invisible string theory then.
That is exactly what my friend said, and it is.
What is the invisible string theory? Does it just mean fate?
Your paths cross, but then you never like...
Yeah.
It might not be the right time, basically.
Oh, I see.
You're kindred spirits. You're connected in some way.
Okay, so then that would be how me and my girlfriend were. So I met my girlfriend in junior high school, actually. We were in the same class, but never really close friends or anything like that. And we never were like close to this. When we would see each other, we would say hi, bye, you know, when we see each other on the street, like randomly. And 2 years ago, her best friend that we went to junior high school with as well was getting married. And I messaged her and I was like, oh, like, that's amazing. Congratulations to her. Like, you're up next, because she was in a long-term relationship. And she was actually engaged too. And she responded, well, no, not messy. Well, messy, yes, but not on my behalf. Okay. And then she was like, oh, no, like, actually, I'm not up next. And I was like, what happened? Like, what's going on? She's like, oh, like, we actually like broke up. And I felt terrible because that's like 10 years of somebody's life, you know? And if you're with someone for that long, you figure you're going to spend the rest of your life with them, right? Unless you're like Abby and you want to ignore them because they live down the road.
Best thing I ever did, seriously.
Yeah, no, right time.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. So then from there we started talking and then we rekindled and then now we have a baby. Yeah. So it's funny how life works out sometimes. Yeah.
It does.
What are your passions?
Picture again.
What would be a passion for you?
The other door.
What's something that you love to do?
I like doing figure skating.
Figure skating.
Yeah.
Why are we not on the ice?
I don't have my skates with me.
You can always rent. They'll be shitty and smell weird, but it'll be okay. It'll be like you just riding the subway. And how long have you been figure skating for?
Since I was about 9.
Okay. Did your family do it? Like, how did you get into that?
So I got into it because my brother is basically has autism and Asperger's autism and ADHD.
Okay.
And they had this ice skating group which you could go to. So the disabled person could learn to skate and then the sibling could go as well.
All right.
So then we all went together as a little family. And then I ended up really enjoying it. So then I ended up getting my private lessons.
Yeah.
Still doing it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Was he able to skate fine?
Yeah, no. And he, then they branched off and they had like an ice hockey team. So there's like this special needs ice hockey team that like get together, I think in like Boston, Canada, all around the world, like once a year. And they do this big special needs thing between all the countries. Which
That's amazing. That's so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Wow. So then you found your love for figure skating through that.
Yeah, but
That's amazing. And does your brother is he, how far on the spectrum is he?
Oh, he's quite mild now. Like
Oh, he's
when he
mild.
was younger, he used to be a lot worse. But I think because he didn't go to like a special needs school or anything like that, he was like integrated into like a public school that really helps. Like I find that when you have a special needs child and you put them in a special needs school, they're not going to progress because then it sounds really mean, but they're not going to progress because they're not seeing.
Yeah, they're not. Yes, I understand. They're not around other people. Yeah, I see.
But yeah, no. So he's absolutely fine. He's older than me, so
Okay.
he's actually moved out.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, this David.
That's amazing. That's so beautiful. Oh, welcome to the pod. What's your passion, little one?
Run.
So he moved out. Does he have like a partner?
Yeah, he does. He has a boyfriend actually. Yeah.
A boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
He put on Facebook.
He's not crying. He's okay. He's a trooper.
I tried to run.
Boyfriend, figure skating. And what would you say was your dream when you were like a child? Like, what is it that you wanted to do?
To be a singer.
Okay. Are you good at singing?
Not really, no.
Not really.
But I used to sit there with like my little cassette tape with my Spice Girls. I used to stand
So say what you want when I really, really want.
I used to record over the Spice Girls cassette me singing.
Which Spice Girl did you relate to the most?
Do you know what? I like Scary Spice because
Okay.
she was like same skin color as me. We both had the scary hair. But I also liked Baby Spice and Posh Spice.
Okay.
Just to be Posh Spice for her fashion and Baby Spice because she was had a little pigtail.
Uh-huh.
She was cute and blonde and like the youngest. So yeah.
I can't talk about what I want to talk about because I'm gonna use that for later in life. Shoot. Okay. Damn, that's a really good story. Oh man. Okay, where can I pivot from this? So I grew up with a bunch of women. So single mom. So of course, like you have your little village that helps you. We have like a lot of family that helped us too. So I'd always stay at somebody else's house. And one of like my main influences was like my cousin Sylvia. She's like a couple years older, maybe like 3 or 4. And she was kind of like my mother figure for sex because my mom's always working. So then like she's there to take care of me, make sure like I'm okay. And but sometimes she would go hang out with her friends and I would be alone. So I used to pretend that I was like hanging out with one of the Spice Girls and then just like play with like toys. So I'll be like, "Oh, how you doing, Scary Spice? Like, what are we doing today?" And she was like, "All right, babe." But the thing is, but the thing is, this is like the 90s, right? So not that my dad's like homophobic, but like of course like he wants me to be straight. So then when I have like these sort of tendencies, he's always like, "Hey, you like girls? Like you like girls?" And I'm like in elementary school, right? Like I'm like in 8th grade or something. Not 8th grade. I'm like 8 years old.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I guess like I don't know. And he's like, "Oh, just making sure, just making sure." He's like, do you find guys attractive? And I'm like, "No." And he's like,
8 years of age.
but of course, like he grew up in the time period here. He grew up in a really bad neighborhood. He's also Latino, so it's like he has this very like I'm proud. He's also 5'6", so he's like a Chihuahua. He's like, so that's the mentality that he's bringing.
Yeah.
So just very like I'm just like, well, why are you doing this? But okay, Scary Spice, and you are gay, yes?
Yes.
Okay, when no, I'm straight. I'm straight.
What's happening, girl?
When did you always feel like you were gay? When?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? This is so weird, but I think a lot of gay people get this. I used to go to like the supermarket.
Okay.
Like that when you were younger, that's where you get your so random. And like you get your pants in your supermarket, don't you? Like you won't wear Calvin cooking pants.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh no, like pants. No, not trousers. What do you call underwear?
At the supermarket.
Yeah, but like in like I don't know. But then
Tesco.
Like
yeah, Tesco.
so like that. I was pictures of like they were in the pants, but it was a torso.
Okay.
See the whole thing. Oh, and I'd always be like I was trying that. I always be like,
The parents are like, he's always in the trouser section.
but yeah, like just that's it was just one of them things. And then I never really understood it. And then
And how old were you at this time?
I don't really know, but I remember year 5. So what would that be?
Wow.
Year 5.
Year 5. So that'd be about
Year
8.
7.
So it's about 8 or 9 years old.
So wait, what's year 5?
So you have, I love it, we're taking a tangent. So it goes like year R, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you go to secondary school. It'd be 7,
Oh, I see.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have college, and then you go to university. Yeah.
College or college? Doing the
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, when I was like 9 or 10,
Some boy called me the F word,
Oh, no.
and I searched it up, and I went, yeah.
yeah, I'm that.
Oh, that's so good. That's so funny.
And then I was the only out. So in my secondary school, there were 5 years. There were 300 students a year. I was the only person that was out for about 2 years. And then someone in the year above came out. But there was not many people at all. I think it was about 3 or 4 in the whole school. So, truthfully. Okay. But yeah, it wasn't many.
Okay. And did you ever have a girlfriend before?
Yes.
You fake? Did you like it, or you're faking it, or just trying?
Bisexual. I thought I was going to be forced to marry a woman. Like,
Okay.
because everything,
I love it.
because everything you watch,
It's just a funny phrase.
like everything you watch online, on TV shows and comedy, on anything, was a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Even like Gavin and Stacey.
So niche. But I always thought I'd have to be like Gavin and Stacey and marry some random woman. Like it was like, and and it used to like, and things like that used to upset me. So that I just thought, let me try it. But no, not for me. Okay.
What about it was just not for you? Like you just
I
didn't
just
feel.
don't, I find women very attractive.
Yeah.
But I don't find them sexually attractive.
Okay. Understood.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Okay, so you just don't feel it.
I don't get fanny flutters.
Okay. That's awesome. Okay. And so what again? Besides the pub culture, is there anything else that you really love about London?
I like that tax isn't added on when you go to the till.
Okay. What's the till?
So like the pay when you pay,
Uh-huh. Oh, the bill. Okay.
when you if I go to buy a t-shirt and it says £10, it will be £10.
So, like,
I see.
Whereas here, if it's $10, it's actually $11.50 because they've added tax. I don't like that part.
I
That's what that's what I like about the
Yeah, 'cause
in
it-
general. Okay.
I like the NHS.
Oh, I like the NHS. Are we just talking about the whole UK? Love it.
What is NHS?
so it's
Free healthcare.
It's the National Health Service.
Oh, I see. That's good to have.
free
Healthcare.
That's good to have. Do you feel?
Yeah, because he actually paid for it. We do pay our taxes, but it's basically
We just like to not pay for it up front. Like,
But like, if we take an ambulance,
Is it?
cost 60 grand.
Oh yeah, like oh my, I have a funny story. So I talk about it on stage for a little bit. So my girlfriend, she was probably like 8 months pregnant, 8.5, and she wanted to go out to this French bakery. I was advising against it because she wants to go for a walk in the summertime, so it's really really hot. And I was like, babe, let's not go. And she's like, no, I'll be fine. Let's go. And I was like, all right. So we go. She starts feeling like a little off, and I'm like, do you want to go back home? Like we can take a Uber back. It's fine. She's like, no, like I'll power through it. She has a very big like I'm strong. So then we get the food. We go for like a little walk into like this area that's it's very very beautiful. There's like a lot of trees, a lot of nice houses. It's peaceful there. So we're just like going for a stroll, and we're sitting down eating. And she tells me she doesn't feel good, and I'm rubbing her back. And I'm like looking up at the sky, and out of nowhere, like I look over and I see her head like bobbling between her legs, and I didn't realize, but she fainted. And I never seen anybody faint before. This is the first time I've seen it happen, and she's pregnant, 8 months and a half. So my nerves are going through the roof because I don't know what to do. Like I'm so scared. I'm worried about the baby. I'm worried about her. I'm losing my mind. And I'm calling my friend. I'm like, hey, because she's like very resourceful. So I call her. I'm like, what do I do? Because like I know when someone has like a seizure, like you have to make sure they don't like swallow, bite their tongue or something. Like I wasn't sure there's like anything I need to do in this moment, like right away. So like she's frantic. She doesn't like, cause I call her, I'm yelling. She doesn't know how to respond. And thankfully some people helped me out. And I was like, all right, like I'm gonna call the ambulance cause like I need to make sure like everything's okay. And she's like, don't call the ambulance. And then she went back faint. And like that's how expensive it is for the ambulance. She came out from being passed out. And I'm not even like, she came out from being passed out and then went back down. And I was just like,
God.
yeah, because it's very expensive, but that's nice that you don't have that pressure.
Pressure's insane.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like you can call them anytime you want. You can call them up if you need anything. They'll talk to you for 2 hours. But
Yeah. Is it, how much would he have to pay?
It's a percentage of your salary, isn't it?
it's like
It's taken out before.
taxes from your salary anyway.
Uh-huh.
You don't really. It's called the national insurance.
How much do you pay for the taxes?
It depends on how much you earn.
How much you earn? Okay, so it's a percentage base? I see. Do you feel like it's low or do you feel like it's high, like it's reasonable?
I don't even look at it.
Okay, so then it has to be reasonable if you don't look at it.
It's just deducted. I don't even imagine
I
it.
mean, it would be nicer to have it, but at the same time, like, it is a thing, so you don't really, like, I'd rather not know, so I just don't bother it, yeah.
Okay. But thank you so much for having this conversation with me and just taking the time having, like, you're on vacation, you're doing this. So, like, I really appreciate that. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your time here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate it.